Hey, this is Randy at Funeral Funds of America. In this video, we're going to talk about the actual cost for $15,000 worth of life insurance, burial insurance, cremation insurance, final expense insurance, funeral funds for a 65-year-old female. Now, keep in mind, you can go directly to our website. On almost every page at funeralfunds.com, we've got a quoter. You can click estate, you can click coverage amount, put your birthday in there, and you'll see a whole bunch of prices. You're going to see our quoter in this video. You'll be able to see the same companies, the same pricing that we're able to offer people. You can also call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456. We're licensed in all 50 states. We can help you with anything. We'll also have all the information down in the comments of this, including videos for 5,000, 10,000, 15, 20, and 25,000 for a 65-year-old female. So the first thing you want to ask yourself when looking for $15,000 worth of life insurance or final expense insurance for a 65-year-old female is that even going to be adequate for your needs? Now, if you're looking at getting cremated, yeah, $15,000 more than enough. Heck yeah. The average cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. If you're going to have some sort of a service, remembrance of life, celebration of life, something like that, probably $3,500 to $4,500 total. So technically, you could probably get by on $5,000, $5,000 to $7,000. If you're getting cremated, $15,000 is an awful lot in most cases. You don't need that. So if you had $10,000, you should be okay. Most people are just going to be fine for that. And keep in mind, we don't recommend you overinsure. We'd rather have you keep that money in your own pocket. Now, if you're looking at getting buried, yeah, $15,000 probably just fine at age 65. The average cost of a burial right now in the United States is around $10,000. That's not going to be anything fancy. I can assure you of that. But if you walk into a funeral home with a check for $10,000, they will get it done. Again, nothing fancy. I can't imagine they would turn that away, because you could walk down to the street to a competitor and they'd probably take that. So they're gonna help you out with that. But really, the thing is, at age 65, you probably want to get to 70 and then 75 and 80. And by the time you get there, 10,000 is not going to be enough. So you might want to look at somewhere between 10, 15,000, depending where you live. In some parts of the U.S., it might be a little more expensive, maybe 20,000. But again, if all you can afford is $10,000 right now, and if it's first day coverage, get that now, because it takes care of your most immediate need. And you can always add more coverage later. We help people add coverage to their policies all the time. And it doesn't have to be with the same company. It can be with two different companies. No worries at all there. So as far as first day coverage goes, a lot of people say, oh, I've got lots of health problems. I don't think I'll qualify. Well, 95% of the people we help qualify for first day coverage. And the only reason you wouldn't typically is if you had some really significant, terrible health problems, like maybe a terminal illness and you're going to, die in the next 12 months, or dementia or dialysis, or you're in a hospital or a nursing home. But otherwise, most people can qualify for first day coverage. Now, we do get calls, seems like weekly, from somebody that says, hey, we had a family member die this last week. The body's down at the funeral home and they didn't have burial insurance. We don't have any money. So we need to get this insurance really, really quickly so that we can pay the funeral home and get this taken care of. We have to let them know that there's no insurance company out there that will pay or offer insurance to somebody who's already dead. It doesn't work that way. And it's really sad. And really the only lesson that can be learned there is get this insurance before you need it. You can't put this on your family and expect them to get insurance on a dead person. It doesn't work that way. So we do specialize in first day coverage, same day approvals. Just if that's what you're looking for, we can certainly help you out there. Now, we don't recommend the plans with 2-year waiting periods at all. In most cases, you can typically do better than that, to be honest. So like Colonial Penn out there, their $995 plan is a 2-year waiting period policy. And, boy, they advertise like crazy. And, people think that for $9.95 for a 65-year-old female, that they're going to get $20 or $30 or $40 or even $50,000 worth of life insurance. And then they get on the phone and they find out that's not the case. It's brilliant marketing. It got you to call, but or send in your information. But it's not a lot of money for most folks. So female, age 65, $9.95. One actual unit is $12,500 or $1,258. $1,258. Oh, so that's not even enough for a cremation these days. So, you know, and think about it. Even if you got the policy, it's not going to pay out for 2 years. And that $1,258 is not going to be worth that in 2 years due to inflation. So you're starting out behind the 8 ball already. Why would you do that? So, you know, yeah, just really make sure that you know what you're buying here. And just understand that in most cases, you're going to qualify for first aid coverage. Now, you can't buy $15,000 worth of life insurance through Colonial Penn on their $9.95 program because they sell it by unit, and you always end up with these kind of goofy numbers over here. So let's go hunting and find out see how close we can get to 15,000 so we can price. Let's guess 12 units. Oh, yeah, we did all right there. So for $119.40, 12 units for a 65-year-old female, that'd be $15,096. Again, the numbers are kind of odd when you have this per unit pricing. But, you know, what can we get with first aid coverage? And remember, Colonial Penn's not the only 2-year waiting period company out there. Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha product is a 2-year waiting period. You've got AIG, Gerber. Those are all 2-year waiting period policies. There's other ones out there too. So just be aware, a lot of those companies that only sell 2-year waiting period policies spend an awful lot on marketing to make you believe that the only thing you can qualify for is a 2-year waiting period policy. Nothing could be further from the truth for most people. So let's remember this number here. We're going to go over here. $15,000 for a female age 65. We're going to hit the get quote button. And while that's pulling numbers up, again, I'm going to round the number up for easy math here, $120. And then we come down here and we look at some of these companies. And even though some companies are a little bit lower price, we actually work with Trinity Life. We like them. We've got access to the other companies if we want. But, you know, when you're looking at this, within 50, 60 cents. And, you know, a lot of these companies that are out there, you can't get a same-day approval. You're going to have to wait, you know, days or weeks or sometimes a month or so to get an answer. And we just really believe that when you're ready to get this insurance, you may as well go with the place where you can get on the phone and get an answer in one day, and that way you don't have to worry about it. So our recommendation would be Trinity, even though it's like 50, 60 cents more expensive here. But level coverage, which means first aid coverage, and it's $60. Now let's go back again. This is $119, so roughly $120. And this is, we'll just round this to $60. So Colonial Penn is right around 200% more expensive for roughly the same coverage, and you're going to end up overpaying on that insurance for the rest of your life. So think about it. It's around $60 more expensive. So 6 times 12, that's $720 more a year you're paying. And if you lived 10 years, you'd be overpaying $7,200. $7,200 roughly more. Now think about that. Why would you want to do that? Why wouldn't you just get a policy that offers first aid coverage, pay less, keep the extra money, and instead of giving that money to an insurance company, you could spend that money on your family while you're alive. You would have those memories until you pass away, and they would have those memories for their lifetime. There's no sense if you're 65 years old, you know, getting something that's going to cost you $7,200 more. Or, you know, gosh, think about it. If you lived another 20 years, it'd be over $14,000. Totally silly. Don't do such things. So keep in mind, if you want, let's look at another company here. Sorry, I get a little caught up here. Any other companies that advertise quite a bit? Lincoln Heritage. Look at those guys. Not a bad company. Level coverage, first aid coverage, but look at that pricing. $86. Now, the thing that Lincoln Heritage have, they've got a deal where when you pass away, they say they're going to call 2-3 different funeral homes and like negotiate the lowest pricing and take that burden off your family and everything like that. But you know, you pay a premium for it. You pay extra for it. 86. Let's see what that would be. 86 and 60. So that's roughly, I'm just going to say that's roughly $25 more a month. So you're going to overpay $300 more a year. And if you live 10 years, you're going to overpay roughly $3,000 more for Lincoln Heritage to make 2 to 3 phone calls and maybe do a couple of the things. So, you know, again, is it worth overpaying $3,000 after 10 years or $6,000 after 20 years? We don't think so. If you go with Trinity Life, we've got a free funeral and estate planning guide. We can send that to you free. You can fill it out, and that way all your final wishes will be laid out for your family, and they will know that you were thinking of them and you took care of this, and they will just have to execute your wishes. And that's very easy on the family, and it's easier on your wallet. So again, you can go to our website. Pretty much every page we've got these quarters, and then funeralfunds.com/YouTube. We've got our YouTube specific quarter where you can get the most discounts available to you. You can call us at 888-862-9456. We're licensed in all 50 states. And whether you want to get qualified and approved same day, we can help you out with that. If you just want to find out what you qualify for and the different insurance companies, maybe find out which ones are better, we can help you out with that. If you want to compare an existing insurance policy, we can do that. If you want to add more coverage, we can help you do that. But regardless of what your wants, needs, or intentions are, we look forward to helping you out with this when you're ready. You just reach out to us. We can't look forward enough to that day. Until then, you take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.